heart pounding,
Oh, yeah!
drenched in sweat,
You got this!
and no excuses. These are the greatest workouts in America.
We as humans are far more capable than we believe.
No matter the odds,
Think about the end result.
get out there and get going.
We're gonna start with 45 minutes.
This is Pumped.
Make sure when you throw it, it's right in front of your face. Nice and strong. Hey, right on.
Hi, this is Carl from New York Axe. I'm one of the owners. It's a digital axe throwing range where you're throwing real targets against real wood with projected images on the wall. Do standard targets. We have a variety of other games. Tic-tac-toe, Connect 4. You can even throw at zombies. Definitely come check it out. It's really a fun time. Great for families to come down, do corporate events during the week. Check it out.
Anybody can do this. Like, I'm 5 foot and have no body strength, and I'm able to do it and get hit up a board. So I think anybody can do it.
Straight ahead, hack it to the board. Woo! Almost. Let's get it again, buddy.
I saw a place in Brooklyn, thought to myself, why is there none of these on Long Island? I did a little research, and a couple of years later, here we are.
Definitely safe. The instructors really show you what to do. They walk you through the whole process, so there's nothing to be worried about. Pretty much once you come in, you're part of the crew.
When you come in, you're greeted at reception. You come into the training room, you learn the basic safety, you learn the basics on how to hold the axe, how to throw it, and you're brought to one of the lanes. There's a coach in every lane that is assigned to you, so they stay with you the whole time, teaching you, correcting you, just having fun with you. They're working the scoreboard also, so it's not a manual thing, it's all digital as well.
Oh, ring the bell, ring the bell. You gotta ring that bell.
People get it pretty quick. You know what I mean? They don't get the bullseye right away all the time, but they get it pretty quick.
It's fun for me and my friends. I'm going to come back here with my family, and it would be hilarious, all of us screaming at each other. So I think anybody can have fun here. I think it'd be cool for kids, too. I think anybody.
Up next,
The very best philosophy is when we live to give love with generosity, giving consciously and constantly. When we all give love, there's no stopping.
Tonight is people from different countries
come around and we dance, and people giving love and kindness to other people who are different and uniting all around the world. Basically giving kindness to other people.
Dance to Unite is a non-profit organization based in New York City. And our mission is to teach and to celebrate cultural diversity through dance and also conversations. We partner with after-school programs, and right now we happen to be at PS64 under Educational Alliance. We are guests in their home. We come here, we unite with them. Dance to Unite is not just about teaching unity within the kids, it's also about unity with the staff, with the school, with everyone. So we work together, we partner. It's been going on for 11 years now, I know. It's been a long time. And I've been doing it because my background is dance and education as well. I've been volunteering for years and years. My passion was always to give back. So we do it 5 days a week, 5 to 6 days a week. It's mainly elementary and middle school. We don't go to high school yet. The structure always starts with what we call circle talk. Usually the kids sit with the teacher and they discuss a value, a word of the week, and then they get into the dance.
We have like word of the week and stuff, and the words of the week is showing kindness.
We stayed virtual, but this is the only class that was on the ground, so it's a very special class. I believed from just the way the program works, I believe that we have something engaging, that even though the teachers are via Zoom, we could make it work. We can excite them. We know, the population that we serve, and we know that it's been even harder for them during the pandemic. So if the after schools could pull it off and bring the kids into the facility and get a class together, we will do it. We'll figure out a way to accommodate and give those kids, they deserve so much, some happiness and also good education. The name of the song is Give Love. And the reason, when thinking about how do we take a regular Dance to Unite class on the ground, when we have teachers from different backgrounds and different dance, how do we bring it into the virtual world? And how do we make it work? And how do we make sure that the kids also get the message of the program? I said, wow, this song really embodies all that the Dance to Unite stands for. It even has the words of the week that we teach. It has the word giving and love and unity and bonding, respect. So this is all the values that we teach the kids. What if they dance to all those words, and it kind of gets even more ingrained into their mind? And it worked. If anyone wants to join us, if they have passion for education, you can Google us. It's very easy. It's Dance to Unite, DANCETOUNITE. All the information is online. We're on Instagram. People can take a look. And if you're interested, email info@dancetounite.org. And we'll be happy to have anyone that has passion for dance and education.
You're watching Pumped.
Go! I'm Noah Lamb. I'm the head coach and founder of the Lightning Warriors. We're here to help kids get involved with the sport of triathlon, getting as many kids involved as possible, making sure it's inclusive for all kids, having the families get involved, making a bigger community so that they can be supported, and just mostly have fun. 1, 2, 3, Lightning Warriors! I was doing a lot of running, and one day my friend decided to do an Ironman, and I thought that was crazy. That started the whole thing in terms of me thinking about triathlon. One day I woke up in the hospital from a seizure, from sleep deprivation. From there I really thought about doing something that I never thought I could do before. So I started going down the road, more triathlons. So you're gonna start running as fast as you can. Once it gets too deep, see if you can start dolphining. And then once there's enough room, then you can start swimming, all right? I felt that I've gotten so much from it. And then I started getting my son involved. We had some kids join us for like a little race that we set up. And my kids were in it. And from there, it was like, okay, we'll get them more involved with it. But it was really when my son started showing a lot of progress and a lot of confidence from doing it. And he was asking for more competition.
I was nervous. It takes a lot of courage to keep doing it all, and I train every single day. I feel great. I feel really good about myself, and I feel healthy and confident.
I love seeing her develop her self-confidence because it was definitely lacking, especially with the year that just passed. It helped her really understand how athletic she is and how strong she is and what she can accomplish.
Lightning Warriors is a program that's free to all kids. I wanted to make sure that we reduce any barriers for kids that want to get in, any families that want to get involved. And so all the coaches are volunteers, the board members are volunteers. If there's any child that tells us that they don't have a bike or a proper bike, if there's a need, we'll be able to meet it.
Make sure you move out of somebody's path if you're in someone's path. These kids are like sponges, right? So it's so fun to see them learn all these skills and like they master them. When I learned how to do these things, I was like 30 years old. So it's crazy to see them do these things. They're so young and they pick everything up so quickly. So it's been really fun to watch their progress.
I think it's just amazing how something that never thought of doing can become reality. And I think triathlon provides that avenue or access to doing something extraordinary.
Up next,
Ahalia, considering she really doesn't use anything from her hips down, it's a marvel to watch her create propulsion.
And later,
they're building their stamina for the 5K. They complete the 5K, and now they've learned how to set goals, work towards goals, and achieve goals.
You're watching Pumped.
I swim middle distance freestyle, 400 free, and the 200 IM. I was born with a disability called arthrogryposis amyoplasia, and it's a musculoskeletal disorder that affects my legs. So it causes muscle weakness and joint restrictions. I can't really move my ankles at all, and my knees only bend to 90 degrees. My hips are also dislocated, so I have difficulty like walking long distances, and I use my wheelchair to get around mostly. I swim Division I with the Rice swim team, and I love my team so much. Everybody is super supportive, and we're all just one big family. We all have like similar goals, and being able to travel with them and compete is just really, really fun.
Ahalia, considering she really doesn't use anything
from her hips down. It's a marvel to watch her create propulsion and so much power with her upper body.
I'll be competing at Paralympic trials at the end of June in Minneapolis, and from there, based on how I swim, they'll pick the team for the Tokyo Paralympics, and I really hope that I can swim fast enough to qualify. Growing up, I was surrounded by sports. I played soccer and softball, and I did golf lessons, and I just always loved sports, and they always gave me a sense of belonging. When I found swimming, it was just really awesome because I just love sports so much, and I'm just a really competitive person. I used to play soccer and softball, but eventually the fields and the kids just got too fast, and it just became too hard on my legs. And so that's when I knew I had to give them up, but I didn't want to give up sports altogether. And so my neighbors recommended swimming. As soon as I tried swimming for the first time, I immediately fell in love. The water just felt like another home, and it gave me a freedom I hadn't really experienced before.
There's not too many para-athletes competing at the Division I level, and she's been willing to go for it. She shows up every day and really works hard and really has a purpose.
The Summer Paralympics are huge. It's what I've been working for my whole life to prepare for the Paralympics and to qualify. I swim 6 days a week, twice a day, 3 days a week, and I wake up really early. I swim at 6 in the morning. Training with the swim team at Rice has really helped me prepare, and I'm really hoping that all the hard work pays off.
I really feel like our team really respects and values people who are going to work hard and be positive, and she illustrated all those things when I met her.
I think my determination has really driven me to be where I am. Just because I have a disability doesn't mean I'm any less able. It just means I'm differently able, and I might do things differently. Your disability doesn't have to hold you back. It can open up opportunities if you let it. I'm studying bioengineering at Rice, so I really hope to go to medical school and design medical devices to help other people with disabilities. I really hope that through my career and in the future that I can help others with disabilities.
You're watching Pumped.
It's a great place where we come and we compete and we win trophies just for bragging rights to say that, we are the top face of the night. We are the top runway of the night. We are the top vulgar of the night. So that's pretty much what Ballroom is. Expression of queer movement. It's an expression of femininity. It's an expression of how your body kind of moves and cultivates with the beat. Face is a category that really talks about your skin, your teeth, your structure, your presentation, your attitude, how your garments are. It's really a lifestyle per se than just a category, because face is one of those vanity categories. It just talks about the beauty and celebration of what makes you unique, what makes your features stand out from someone else. To be in a space that was created for us, by us, where we were celebrated for this uniqueness, it was like a light bulb went off in my head. At the house meeting was the first time that I ever was in a room where I felt safe, where I felt that my femininity was celebrated and not tolerated. And, I was around different lesbians and trans men and trans women and other gays that were like me but were different. So it was the first place that I could actually say I felt home. You just never know when you might want to wear this again. A world of curiosity and art that I never knew existed. They walked so that I can run, and I'm running so that the ones after me can fly. It's very important that we continue to pay it forward and to continue to acknowledge the culture of ballroom.
Later.
Our philosophy is to get more paddlers out on the water to awaken their love for paddling. Stand-up paddle, kayaking. People look at the Hudson, but they don't know how to get out there.
You're watching Pumped.
Urban Paddle is a great way for people to get out on the water on the Hudson. What we're trying to do here is we're activating the waterfront to have people who are beginners and up come out kayaking and paddleboard with us.
All right, we're ready to go.
Our philosophy is to get more paddlers out on the water to awaken their love for paddling, stand-up paddle, kayaking. People look at the Hudson, but they don't know how to get out there. We're the introduction to that. We teach you the basics on safety, paddle technique, and we also bring you out on our 1-hour tours for a beautiful view of Manhattan.
Look at the view.
Beginning with 1-hour tours, you have to go on the tour first, so it's a natural progression model. We want to teach you the basics and marine safety, like using radios, etc. You come out for a guided tour with a group up to 30, with about 4 guides. We show you where to go, where not to go, how to paddle correctly. The 1-hour tours are our Skyline tour and our Sunset tour. They begin here and they end here. They're beautiful. I mean, outside the cove here, you have a fantastic view of the Freedom Tower, Statue of Liberty. It's really a breathtaking view. We take you out there for a 1-hour trip and we come back. By the time you're done with that, you have all the basics you need to have to go out on your own. A lot of people come to us and they just want to launch from piers and go out in the Hudson. We've heard some stories about how people have had problems. We teach you how to avoid that. We have 1-hour Sunset tours. The Skyline tour is a great way to get into it. We also have our TikTok famous night LED tour. We go out at nighttime. We keep this very safe. We have a lot of questions about where we go. We don't go out in the open waters of the Hudson at nighttime, but we do comply with all the guidelines for lighting, and it makes for a fantastic protected tour. So we stay in the marina, we head out, but the views are fantastic. I mean, we really I can't say enough. It's breathtaking.
It's one of the few places you could be looking at New York City and then have like a tranquil feeling of being out in the water and hearing the waves. It's like a nice little, it's a unique thing that I've never experienced anywhere else.
Most people can't even tell you have an environment that looks like this down here. Probably looks like Florida, but we're in Jersey City right now. So I began the business years ago. I paddled the Hudson my whole life. It looks different when you're on the water, and it's like 5 times as nice because your perspective is lower. You're out there on the water, you're part of the environment as opposed to just being on a walkway or looking out of your window. But the reflection on New York is unreal. The sun sets in the west, so we have that reflection, and it just really makes for an amazing, amazing, amazing setting.
Coming up.
You can run at whatever pace you personally want to run. You can think of whatever thoughts you personally want to think, you know. And so I think running gives us the space to do that.
You're watching Pumped.
As a group, okay?
Girls on the Run is an after-school program for girls 3rd through 8th grade.
Super Girl Power!
And what we do with a fun curriculum and running games is to teach the girls how to take care of themselves, be a good friend, be a good community member.
My favorite lesson is Star Power because we get to learn about how other people can encourage me and how I can encourage myself.
And at the end, we host a 5K for them. So in the process of the 10-week curriculum, they're building their stamina for the 5K. They complete the 5K, and now they've learned how to set goals, work towards goals, and achieve goals.
I want to do tracks.
I actually read about it in Runner's World magazine back in 1998 and said, this is the coolest program I've ever read about.
We're awesome! We're awesome like awesome!
I'm the mom of 3 girls, and so I threw it on my refrigerator, and 2 years later, the woman that founded the program, Molly Barker, was written up again in Runner's World, and I decided that was God telling me it was time to bring Girls on the Run Greater Houston to Houston. I started running when I was 11 or 12 years old. I'm from the first girl after 5 boys, and I was able, that activity got me out of the house, and so I would just go for long runs, and I've been running ever since. I'm Mary T. Callahan, and I am the CEO of Girls on the Run Greater Houston. In 1972, when I started running, my mom would stand at the front door and say, oh no, you can't run, it's not good for your body, you're a girl, you shouldn't be sweating, those kind of things. And then Catherine Switzer runs a marathon in Boston, and all of a sudden the world's like, women can run. If we didn't have those women doing those incredible things, Girls on the Run wouldn't be here. So in 1998, the woman that founded the program was given the Golden Shoe Award, and when I read that, I thought it was a great program, and she got the Golden Shoe Award again in 2000. And so I went into the founding chapter and said, I'd really like to bring this to Houston, and they said great, and we went to a training, and that was in November of 2000, and in 2001 we started with our very first group of 6 girls. I guess the first group of girls would be 30 now. And so we hear from our alum and they tell us how Girls on the Run gave them the confidence to either do a STEM project or trying out for a sport or for the band when they weren't comfortable with doing that. But they got the confidence through this lessons we teach at Girls on the Run to attempt it. So that's success in my book. It gives them a confidence that they didn't have before. It teaches them how to be kinder to each other. One of the lessons we're doing today, it's called the Star Power lesson. And during the Star Power lesson, they do a visualization of what it means when they close their eyes, who they are and what their star power is like. And the visualization talks about even when you're feeling down or when you're feeling stressed, your star power is still there and you have the opportunity and the ability to bring it to the forefront. We have 2 seasons, a spring season and a fall season that both correlate with the school calendar. And non-COVID times, we also offer a summer camp called Camp Goater.
I'm a coach for Girls on the Run Houston. Being able to be a part of this program and help the girls develop running as a healthy habit for them is really fun. And I hope that what they get here in the program, they continue to bring with them throughout life.
In 2010, my husband gifted me with the opportunity to run on every continent over the next 10 years because of COVID and other family issues. We're past the 10-year span, but I have done 5 continents. The 2 that I have left are Australia and Asia. And so hopefully with the opening of the world come 2021, 22, first will be Asia, and I have a friend that's doing this with me, and she and I both want to finish in Australia. Almost there, and it's fun. The people you meet on running excursions are fabulous, fun, adventurous, very adventurous people. I wake up every day so excited to get to do what I get to do. Not only is it the program itself, and I love the program and to bring the program to girls, it also keeps me thinking all the time. You need to be positive, think positively. And so in addition to being philanthropic and bringing it to the masses, it also brings a lot to my life personally. When you run, you get to just be. You can run at whatever pace you personally want to run. You can think of whatever thoughts you personally want to think, you know. And so I think running gives us the space to do that.
Have a favorite spot to get pumped? Tell us on social media.